Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about my language Mlnoe, also known as Nasht Kel Mlnoe, the language of curses. The goal or joke of the language is that it's a magical language that has both a magical and common register, as I'm calling them, but both of them are awful. Both the phonology and grammar make it almost impossible for people to learn if they want to learn magic. For the phonology, I wanted to keep it in the realm of realism, but I also wanted to make it quite odd and quirky. There are a lot of large and awkward consonant clusters, as well as a pretty large vowel set. As for the unique sounds, there's a labial lateral sound, le, three whistles, a short flat one, a long one, and a short contoured one, as well as a lot of reduplication that gives it a sort of bouncy, funny, magical sound. Here's a quick look at the consonants and a quick look at the vowels. So I mentioned magical and common register. You may wonder what that means. The division between common and magical register came about because native speakers feared accidentally casting magic, so the common register is a result of their solution to avoid accidental magic. There's three main ways to cast magic: the vocative, the optative, and the imperative. So you have agershvsche, grzenanashcharhu, and grjolwe. In the common register, the vocative was replaced by a set of 9 honorifics. The present tense added a particle, alele, which was formed by a verb of pleading. The optative was more or less merged with the pre-existing subjunctive. And the modern imperative is a pretty complex construction. It consists of 5 words, which are a neo-imperative, the word please, the proper honorific, and a 2-word phrase that translates to something like without forcing you or without harming you. So a direct translation of the modern imperative would be something like, please sir, without forcing you, eat, or whatever the situation may be. Quick fact, the negative honorific mashu actually derives from the name of the infamous character spoken of in the ancient text, whose name was Ahamashwa. For the nouns, there are 11 noun classes, one for each of the 10 schools of magic, and one for non-magic. The magical classes have 5 cases, which are pretty much straightforward, but it gets a bit more difficult because each class has its own declension pattern. And the non-magical class has 33 cases, all of which derive from different postpositions or particles. The magical cases answer the questions: who is casting the magic, what is the objective of the magic, where is the magic being cast, who, what, or where does the magic come from, and the vocative. Verbs are similar to the nouns, that there are 10 magical conjugations and 1 non-magical. And there are also 2 or 3 tenses, 3 aspects, and 5 moods. For the magical conjugations, each magical verb class has its own class infix, which is combined with a root to create a spell. The first class is light, which mostly deals with healing and protection. And if you add the root for healing, you get Svendenanna Hilekurach, which means I heal. Similarly, for the elemental, if you add the root for lightning or electricity, you get Skvrefnaneshcharhu, which means something like I zap or I electrocute. You can also mix and match roots and class infixes. So for example, if we have Skvrefnanna Hilekurach, we get I heal by electrocuting, which is sort of like a magical defibrillator. Next, what I did was I took the root for fire and I put it with the different infixes for 5 different magical classes. So we get Gjenanna Hilekorach, which means I cauterize. We have Gjenanna Ognerusi, Gjenanna Skrutko Koracho, Gjenanna Izensdelerio, Gjenanna Kvinarhul. And then finally we have the ancient text. Ongrachavum, Menelka, Monkapatkache, Alalegum, Blochar and Austruth, Chaltme, Ragamashwabteru, Gedusha, Methodlich, Vluzny, Menelka, Blangachne, Bundebabroche, Alala, pteblus, singlarach ptenana, alala, achnagi, blankachnagi, pteblus, blagarma schwach ptenana, alala, kshangangashtve, grachlea, Žvij, knapknea, menelka, sondkache, alala, kshangach, dioru,